Hey there, thanks for joining us. Be sure to watch this entire video as we guarantee it will be worth your time.
Mark Dwayne here from markdwayne.com. This is my Split Test Monkey V3 review. And we're in the members area and we're on the dashboard. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video by the vendor that explains what's new. And then after that, I'm going to play the review that I did for version number 2. But just briefly, what's new is they've added two things. They've added a campaign section here, and they've also changed it so that it's a reoccurring fee. So anyway, if you get version 3, you're going to have to pay a reoccurring fee, and they've added campaigns. There's also some other options which he'll explain in the demo video that I have. It's only about a minute long, but it explains the differences between the regular Split Test Monkey and Split Test Monkey V3. So you want to make sure you watch the entire video. So anyway, without any further ado, I'm going to play the demo video by the vendor.
Hi, this is a quick video to show you what's new in Split Test Monkey version 3. First of all, from the My Tests page, we now have a new page called Campaigns, which brings you into this page where I have 2 campaigns already set up. You can run campaigns both for A/B dynamic tests and for split URL tests. To show you how it works, I'm simply going to click on the edit icon here to bring up one of the existing campaigns. And when you're creating a new campaign, all you need to do is give it a campaign name and then choose what type of campaign you're running, whether it's split test URLs or A/B dynamic testing. Then you simply come down to the first split test option here and choose one of your existing split tests from that type of split test to run as the first one. So we've gone with left versus right, which is a different style of layout for the landing page for this particular product. What the system will do is run that split test, and once there is a clear winner according to the goals that you've set up and specified within the split test, it will then consider that split test as completed and it will roll automatically into the second split test. So when you're setting up the campaign initially, you also set up your second split test from the list of existing split tests you've got again, and the same for the third split test. So again, once the second split test has reached the goals that you've specified when you set up, the system will roll through to the third split test. This essentially ensures that you've always got a split test running and you're always working to improve your conversions on your landing pages, on your product sales pages, etc. by running a campaign and rolling from one split test to the next automatically. Now I should also mention we have other types of campaigns that we're looking at adding that we're currently testing based on user feedback and our own use of Split Test Monkey. So we will be adding more campaign types to this feature for all Split Test Monkey users. The other major changes that have come in with Split Test Monkey version 3 are tiered licensing and an annual renewal fee. There is no longer an unlimited domains option available, and access is based on a yearly license. The upside is we have introduced an agency account. This was previously unavailable. You can now get an agency account where you can have the system running across 100 domains and you have full commercial rights. So you can use Split Test Monkey to run conversion testing for your clients and turn it into an income stream for yourself and your agency. Okay, that's a quick look through the new changes for Split Test Monkey version 3.
Mark Dwayne here from markdwayne.com, and this is my Split Test Monkey review. And we're in the members area and we're on the dashboard, and I'm going to give you an overview demo of Split Test Monkey. And this is the screen that you'll see when you first log in. And it does have some different tutorials that you can go to, but you can also get there from the help section. So I'm going to go to the help section because it gives you them same 3 options, but it gives you the tutorials. And I'm going to go to the tutorial section because I highly recommend that you watch these videos because they explain how to use this program. And I'm going to scroll down, and there are a couple videos that I am going to play. There's the URL split testing and the A/B dynamic testing. I'm going to play those 2 videos. And first I'm going to play the URL split testing. Then you can understand how that works, and then you can decide whether this program is something that you're interested in, because there is quite a bit to this program. So I'm going to play that video now, and then I'll be back.
Hello and welcome to Split Test Monkey. The first thing you need to do is to log in using the username and password you selected when you registered your account. The first time you log in, you will see that you have no split URL tests. So there's nothing in your dashboard, but do check out these help documents that we've linked to help you get underway. You do see the menu across the top here. If you've had any of our other Monkey web tools, you will see that this is very similar. If you've purchased an upgrade, click on My Account. Get your upgrade code from your JVZoo account where it says Access Purchase. Copy it from there, paste it in here and click Activate, and your account will be updated. So, let's get started right away with creating new. You will see that we have two kinds of tests. We've got the split URL test, which is the one we're dealing with today. This is for testing completely different individual web pages. So it's for testing page layouts, new designs, color schemes, offer changes, pricing plans, and things like that. The A/B dynamic test is testing a single page but with different page elements, such as changing the headlines, the guarantees, the call to actions, and blocks of text. So let's start with the split URL test. First thing we need to do is give it a name. Under test type, you will see that you've got three kinds of test type. The auto optimizer will pick a winner based on your parameters. The conversion race picks the first variant to reach the number of conversions you've selected as a winner, and the manual doesn't pick a winner automatically. It collects the statistics, and then you choose a winner according to your own criteria. So, let's start with an auto optimizer. Here we have our parameters that are relevant to the auto optimizer. The first parameter is the minimum total conversions. Ideally, this needs to be 100 or more. The reasoning is that anything less is too small a sample to give confidence that the winning result called is actually accurate. As for the minimum number of days, we do recommend at least 14 or more in multiples of 7 days. You do need to rule out seasonality and test for full weeks. So if you start on a Monday, then you need to end on a Monday as well, because conversion rates can vary greatly depending on the day of the week, the time of the year, for example, for holidays or sales and things like that. The confidence percent is the confidence level that the conversion rate measured for the winning variant is accurate. If you want more information, do click here. Right, now let's get on with our URL. So what we're testing is whole pages to see which one converts the best. So for the purposes of this test, I've set some up in my landing page monkey. You'll see up here, I've got a section of 4 pages that are very similar but have slight differentiations in them. Let's have a look at them. We're looking to see which one converts the best. So here's the first one, just straight plain blue background with a video and the content right here. The second one we've got for you is, again, a blue background, but the content rolls in. The third one I have for you here is with a picture on the background and a wobbly content. And the fourth one is a video background with the content over on the right. So it's this sort of thing that you would be checking. You would want to know which of these converted best. And so what you're wanting to do is put them in your test. So the override URL, I'll pick the first one here. I'll get my code, I'll copy my link, and I'll put it in here. And so that will be the default. If my test is not published, then that will be the one that will be shown to my prospects. Let's get the second one here. Copy link and paste it in here. And the third one. And then, as you see, we do give you 2 to start with, but should you wish for any more, you just click Add More and you get more added in 2 at a time. So let's take number 4 here, copy the link and pop it back into here. Okay, there we go. So if you want to check them, you click on the check button. You can also deactivate these. If for any reason you don't want the page to be involved in the rotation, then you will deactivate it here. Now we've got this all set up, let's go ahead and save and exit. When you exit, you are given the URL that you need to use to drive traffic to. This is your rotator link. As your prospects access your URL, a cookie will be placed on their computer so that each time they access your URL, they will get the same variant. Here is the conversion snippet that you do need to put on your destination page so that Split Test Monkey can track the conversions. So let's take the URL and have a look at it. So if I'm going to click copy there, open a new tab, paste and go, you will see that we get the URL that we set as the override. In order for the rotator to start working, we do need to publish this test. So let's go back into Edit, scroll down to the bottom and save and publish. You could have done this the first time round. It's entirely up to you whether you save and exit or save and publish the first time round. But once you've saved and published, you do get a warning about unpublishing. So now here we've got our URL, it'll be the same one, and here's our conversion snippet. Let's deal with this conversion snippet now and put it where we need it. So we're going to click on copy, and you want to paste it just before the closing body tag of the destination page. So I'm going to go into my cPanel, go into my file manager, find the page I want it on, and click edit. I will then scroll all the way to the bottom, find the closing body tag, which is chevron/body chevron. Put your mouse in front of it, put your enter in there, and then on the line above, paste in the code that we just copied. And there's your script, and it's all ready to go. So this is going to be your tracking script. So we're going to click on Save Changes and close and go back into our Split Test Monkey. So now we have placed our conversion snippet on the destination page. As you see back here, we have now got our status as published. So when we get our rotator URL here and paste it into our browser address bar, we will get one of the URLs that we're testing. So in this case, I've got this one with the picture and the rocking in page content. Now, every time I visit now, this is what I will get because I've been cookied. If you want to see something different during testing, you will need to clear your cookies each time. So now if we go back into Split Test Monkey and we refresh our dashboard, you will see that we've got up to hits and they're all beginning to stack up here. Your stats are coming. Now, were I to click through here on the Tell Me More button, and I will be taken to, this is the page that I put the tracking script on. So now if we go back into Split Test Monkey and refresh our dashboard again, you will see that we've had one conversion. That's what Split Test Monkey will do. It will show your URLs in rotation as each prospect clicks on your link. So let's clone this one because this is our auto optimizer, and let's have a look at the other tests. Let's change this one to conversion race and have a look at the options for conversion race. So with conversion race, as we said, the winner will be the first one to reach this limit that you've set here, this option that you have. It will be the first past the post unless you set the safety margin. So for example, if you set the safety margin to 10, a winner would not be declared until you had one past 100, but more than 10 past the second variant. So as you see down here, we've got the same rotation, we've got the same URLs that we had before, and we can save and publish this one. But this URL, this rotating URL, will be completely different from the other one because we've got a different type of test altogether. And again, this snippet will need to be copied into your destination page. As you see here, we've got the original we had and then the conversion race one. Now let's clone yet again and just have a quick look at the manual tests. So this time we're going to click on manual, and I'm going to change this to manual just so that we keep ourselves straight. Now with the manual, you'll see all our parameters have vanished. There's nothing here except the fact that it's manual. When you are ready to declare a winner according to your statistics, you will come in here and select the one that you want to be the winner, and you will save and exit. Again, we get your rotator URL and your tracking snippet. And as you can see here, we have got the one we declared. You can sort your tests by all the heading columns. So you can sort them by test name, by the date you created them, by the mode, group them according to whether a winner has been declared or not, sort them by the number of hits and the conversion rate percent and things like that. You've got your normal Monkey web marketing buttons here, which each have their own little help text to tell you what they do. That's everything about your split URL tests. Enjoy!
Okay, that was the first video that's about this URL split testing. Now I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to play the A/B dynamic test. So I'm going to play that now and then I'll be back.
Hello and welcome to Split Test Monkey. Let's log in using the username and password you selected when you registered your account. The first time you log in, you will obviously have no test to show in your dashboard. So your dashboard will be like this, showing you some help information. You have the menu across the top that we've always had in our Monkey apps, so you'll be familiar with this if you have any of the others. If you've chosen to take an upgrade, you do need to click on Account, and in your JV Zoo Access purchase, you will have the upgrade code. So copy the upgrade code, paste it in here, click Activate, and your account will be upgraded. Let's see how you can actually use Split Test Monkey. First of all, let's talk about the types of tests you can have. The A/B dynamic snippet test, where you're testing element variations such as the headlines, your guarantees, your images and videos. And you also have the split URL, which are whole web page tests, so that you can change a whole layout or something like that. All right, so let's get started. And the first one we're going to do is we're going to test an A/B dynamic test. Say we have a page and we want to test the header. And in this case, I'm going to test the color of the header, see which header converts the best and causes my prospects to click here. I can either have a black one, I can have a brown and red one, or I've got a brown only. Now what Split Test Monkey will do is distribute these evenly to the customers as they come along and click on them. Each prospect will see the same one each time because a cookie is placed on their computer. So however many times they refresh, they will get the same header element. And so we're then testing to see how many go through and click here and go to the destination page. So the first thing we need to do on our dynamic test here is give it a name. Let's call it Dynamic Test 1. Okay, now you do have three kinds of tests. We've got the Auto Optimizer, which will automatically pick a winner based on your parameters. You have the manual, it will track the statistics, but you will have to choose the winner, and the conversion race, which picks a winner as the first to reach the goal you specify. So let's look at the Auto Optimizer parameters. We've got the minimum total conversions. Now we recommend that you stick this at 100 or more, because anything less is a too small a sample to give confidence that the winning result called is actually accurate. The minimum days, we recommend no less than 7, but ideally 14 or more in multiples of 7 days. You do need to rule out seasonality and test for full weeks. For example, if you start the test on Monday, then you do need to end it on Monday as well, because conversion rates can vary greatly depending on the day of the week or the time of the year due to holidays, sales, etc. The confidence percent is the level that the conversion rate measured for the winning variant is accurate. Typically, you should want this at 95% or above. Let's take a quick look at the conversion race. As I said, this one picks the winner as based on the first variant to reach your conversions. So you set the first variant to hit 100, and out of all these elements, it will pick whichever one gets to 100 first. You can, if you wish, set a safety margin so that the winner would have to win by, you could set it, say 10 here, and so the winner would have to win by more than 10 to be declared the winner. And for manual, you'll see you have no options down here because you're going to pick the winner as and when you're ready. You will get the statistics in your dashboard. Right, let's start with an auto optimizer. We're going to leave it at 100. We're going to leave it at 14 and 95. Now, if you remember, we are creating our different headlines like this. So what we need is the HTML to pop in here. This first one is the override element for when the test is not yet published and your page is shown. You do want to be able to see something. You don't want just a blank place there. So that's what the override element is. So here's my first element that says black only. All right, first element. Here's my second element that says brown and red, if you remember. Now, we do give you a default to start with number 2, but if you want any more, you can click on add more, and let's add the third element. Okay, and if you want to check what the element looks like, do click on the check button and it will open in a new window or a new tab depending on your browser. Once you're happy with your elements, just click Save and Exit. Now you will be given the snippets. This is what you need to put on your page to make sure that the snippets are rotated. This is the snippet that goes on your destination page so that we can track the click-throughs. And this is, if you've got Commission Gorilla, this is what you put in your Commission Gorilla page. So let's take this snippet here. I'm going to copy that. What you need to do is you need to go into your cPanel in your file manager, find your file in your cPanel, click on Edit, and then you've got your page. Now where I want it on my page is right here. You see I've already got one, but that was the one I was testing. So I'm going to paste this one here. As you see, this is our OZYQ24, which is the one I had here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my changes, and then this is my URL, and when I click on this URL, my elements will start rotating depending on the cookie on my computer. Let's pop that URL in here. And this pops up as the override because I haven't set it active. So let's go back to my dashboard now. If I click OK and go back to my dashboard, you will see that my dashboard has changed. I have my test here and it's unpublished. So what I do need to do is I need to go in and edit it and publish it. Save and publish. To be able to track the conversions, you do need to take the conversion snippet here. Let's click on copy and put it on the destination. Go back into File Manager, find your destination page and edit it. And you will see that I have actually pasted the code in here already. That's the code you want. So I'll save it. It'll tell me I've had made no changes. I'm going to close it. Let's go back to the test again. This time, if I do the test, because we've published it, I now get the first element that will now cookie me, and I will have to get this element every time unless I clear my cookies. Now, if I click here, it will take me through to the destination page. So that is what you're tracking, how many people go to your destination page depending on which element you're testing. If I go back into Split Test Monkey now, if I refresh my page, you'll see that we've had a conversion here because I've actually clicked on it. Okay, so the statistics are all building up here. Obviously it hasn't won yet because we haven't done enough conversions. Now let's take a quick look at the other kind of test that we've got. So let's just clone this one that we've got, which is our auto optimizer. So here's the auto optimizer. It automatically names it clone of dynamic test 1 and leaves it exactly the same as it was. So let's have a look at the conversion race. The philosophy of the elements is exactly the same, the override and the ones you want to test. The only difference is how the winner is declared. So in this case, the winner will be declared for the first one of these elements to reach 100, and if we set a safety margin of 10, one element will have to have 100 plus 10 more than the nearest rival to be able to be declared the winner. As far as manual goes, again, it is just a different declaration of the winner. We still have the override elements, we still have the elements in the test. The only difference on this one is that you will have to go in and click on which element you want to be the winner, depending on how long you want to run the test and what statistics show. Let's come here and do conversion race. Let's change the title. Dynamic Test 1 Conversion Race. Okay, and then we're going to save and publish. And you will get the snippets again. Now you do need to take these snippets and use them on the page you want to try the elements on and on the destination page. It won't be the same snippets as we used earlier because this is a different test. As you can see here in my dashboard, I now have Dynamic Test 1 and Dynamic Test Conversion Race, which is published, and we haven't been there yet. Let's clone that one once more, and let's change this to manual, and let's take Dynamic Test 1, manual. And we will then go straight down and save and publish. And we will get the snippets for this new test, which we will then have to place in the appropriate places. Now, as you can see, we've got them here. At the moment, everything is sorted by test name. You can sort it by date it was created. You can sort it by mode. Obviously, in this case, it won't change anything because we've got one of each. You can sort it by whether it's one or not. So once something is win one, say in the manual, we went into the manual and we set this as winner element 1. We don't want to save and unpublish, we just want to save and exit. Be careful not to unpublish your test by mistake. So as you see here, we'll get our snippets, but you will see now that number 1 has been declared a winner. So you can sort by any of these column headings depending on which one you want, or whether if you sort on one, all the no's will be together and all the yeses will be together. If you sort on status, it'll be published or unpublished, and the modes you can sort and get your modes together. So that is your A/B dynamic tests. Enjoy.
Okay, that was the A/B dynamic test. So now I'm going to go back to the dashboard. And you got some other options here on the help section. You got getting started, and it takes you to a tutorial here. And then we go back, and then we got different types of tests. Explains the different types of tests. And then we got best practices. And then we already watched the tutorial section. So anyway, and then here's some frequently asked questions. Some more resources on here. Okay, so that's the help section. And if you want to create a new test, you go up here to the split test URL test, A/B dynamic test. So if I click on that, it sends you here. And if I click on the A/B dynamic test, it sends you here. And then here's where your test will be. I don't have any tests, so there won't be any in here. So here's where your split test URLs will be. And then your A/B dynamic tests. And here's your account settings. And here's some more resources. And here's affiliates if you want to become an affiliate. So that's Split Test Monkey. So if it looks like something that you're interested in, or you're interested in my handpicked bonuses, all you got to do is click the link down below this video, go to my bonus page, push the button on my bonus page, purchase the program, then you'll get access to Split Test Monkey and my handpicked bonuses. And if you like my videos, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, push that notification bell, and make a comment. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you next time.
So, if you want to get the best possible deal, please check out the link below.